So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome back to another MotoGP 19 career mode episode, and here we are for the next round. We are at round number 14 of this season with Yamaha, and as you can see, we are narrowly leading the championship by 4 points. Take a look at this, 4 points ahead, and Dovi is rapidly closing in on myself and Marquez. So this could be a three-way, one rider from each top manufacturer as well, so that could make a real interesting end to the season. So we've got no research and development that we could do, but we've got 6 rounds left in this season. So last 6 races, it's all coming down to this, and we're still separated by only 4 points. This has been insane. So what I'm going to do, we're going to head out to Aragon for the next Grand Prix, where hopefully we can get ourselves a good result, although I expect Marquez to be slightly more on it than we are, just due to the history at this track that we've had. So let's get straight into free practice then. So as you can see, we are out on track now, about to come round to start our first lap of this development test. As we cross the line, we will find out what lap time we need to beat the time to get the R&D points, and it's a 50.8. so let's see how we get on this opening lap in practice then. Here we go then, coming around the final corner. We've gone incredibly wide there at the end. Is it enough to beat the time? Oh, it's only just enough. I think we narrowly got it. What lap time did we get, man? Oh, it doesn't say. What time did we get? 150.856. I think we literally only just beat it. Yeah, 898.856. Wow. That was pretty close, so we're going to have to go a bit quicker in qualifying, but let's skip straight to quali because that should be enough to get us into Q2, I'd have thought. Oh, only 5th. It should still be enough though. Let's see. No, oh shit, we're in qualifying 1, probably for the first or second time this season, I really can't remember. So, we've got our work cut out here. We're going to have to go for a lap in Q1, and then we'll have to go into Q2, and hopefully we can find ourselves up on the front row, because we're only 4 points off the lead in the championship, and I do not want to throw it away through silly mistakes. But Aragon's always been a tough track for me, so this is sort of expected a little bit in the back of my mind before this Grand Prix. But let's see how we get on then at the end of this lap. It's come across the line, and it's a 51.2. We got to go a lot quicker than this. Very, very sloppy lap on my behalf, so let's try again on this one. I'm so annoyed that we just don't have the pace around here at Aragon, so it's all going to be about damage limitation. Coming across the line then for the second time, that's a much better time of 49.8, 1.4 seconds quicker than our previous lap time. So we'll end the session there. That should be us straight into Q2. Yeah, look at that on top. Don't know if I could do that lap time again. That was quite lucky, I think, from us. But we'll see. We'll whack on a fresh set of soft tyres and see where we end up on the after the first lap in Q2. Let's come across the line again. It's another 49.9, so a good solid lap time for us this time in Q2 again, just like Q2. So pretty decent lap time then. I don't know whether I'll just stick with that or try one more lap. I might try one more lap, to be honest. So I've lost a second in the second sector, so that's pretty annoying. Don't know where that time's gone. The tyres have gone a bit weird. So I'm just going to end off the session there. I should be 5th place is okay. 5, 6 tenths off of Alex Rins. So not too bad. But the Yamaha obviously struggling around here, as you can see. Look, Valentino Rossi half a second off as well. Vignales 6 tenths. So I think it's just a characteristic of this Yamaha. We're going to struggle around here. It's the type of track which won't suit our bike, but it will suit something like the Suzuki or the Honda, so we've got to watch out for Marquez. Hopefully, what's his name? I'm going to go for medium hard, I think. Yeah, medium hard. Hopefully then, Rins can beat Marquez and so can Dovi. So let's see. Medium hard combination then. Ooh, hard on the front for some people. We follow Crutchlow. So a few hard tyres around there. I don't fancy a hard on the front. But let's hope we've chosen a good combination for the race. Let's see what our start is like then. We're off, and we only lose out 1 or 2 positions, but we can get them back up the inside. Look at this, Crutchlow up into P3. We follow him up into P4. Rins has gone backwards off of the start. Dovi has hit the front straight away, and Marquez still in second place. So if we can clear Crutchlow, oh man, just trying to find a way past him, but I couldn't find a way around him. So we're right behind our rival Marc Marquez. We need to get ahead of him and then try and stay ahead of him before he goes. I feel like if he gets a bit of clear air, he'll just go. After the first lap, I feel like we'll drop off, but we need to have some confidence. Come on. On the brakes, into the chicane. We're all over the back of him. See if we can stick it with him, flick it underneath him. Oh, he closes the door. He manages to drift across on that line and cut us off. Right. We're right in the mix now with Marquez. Flick it round his outside on the brakes, maybe. Yes, yes, yes. Tuck it into the apex a bit wide at turn 12 and Marquez is through. We've got to have the inside line for the next corner. Side by side through there. What good racing. Come on. Oh, a bit deep into this next chicane. There's a couple of chicanes like this at this track, and they're very, very difficult. But so far, we've made our way through almost the whole of the first lap, and we are ahead of Marquez. So crossing the line then, Dovi sets fastest lap of the race. That really doesn't surprise me. What is surprising is he's already got almost a 2-second gap out front. I doubt we'll be able to close that down. Dovi is just making this Ducati work right at the end of the season. He's making it work really, really well. But oh, I see what I mean. Struggling with the Yamaha on the brakes there. Just hop it out wide off of the circuit a little bit. I think Marquez is struggling a bit actually. I'd have expected him to be the one leading, not Dovizioso. 2 seconds now is the gap to the Ducati man out front. We're building the gap to Marquez behind, and he's going to have Rins to deal with very soon, as well as Cal Crutchlow on the other Honda. So this could make for an interesting Grand Prix ahead. Only 6 laps around here at Aragon. Quite a long circuit. Not the longest, not the shortest either. Bit wide there. Crutchlow's now into third. This is good for us in the championship because it means there's another rider between ourselves and Marquez, but also they're battling, which means we can slowly pull out from them. Just keep hitting our lines and we should be okay, hitting our braking points. Missed that one completely. That chicane's so tough. 2.1 seconds is the gap now. Crutchlow is closing in behind, 0.7 behind. We need to make this Yamaha last the race distance. Could have done with some hard tyres on the front, I think. But we should be okay. Oh man, what's with the understeer? Crutchlow gained so much time through there. 49.9 from Dovi. See if we close that in. Need to pull away from Cal Crutchlow again. Tough old track this one. Probably be a little bit more quiet this race, just while we focus, because these last 6 races are going to be crucial. And then we've only got 5 to go after this one, and the next one's Thailand, where Marquez always does pretty well. It's going to suit the Ducati, that track as well. So we actually closed in on Dovi a little bit in that 3rd sector, so that's pretty good. I don't know if we can keep the gap coming down towards us, but we're gonna try. If we can catch up, that'd be brilliant, but I think Dovi's just got too much pace for us. 50.3, yeah, 3.5 seconds he's pulled out in the course of half distance of this race. 3 laps and he's pulled out 3.5 seconds. That is brilliant pace from Dovi. Oh, snap from the rear. Wonder what's going on behind. I haven't been able to really focus on the battle behind because I've just been focusing on our ride, and I do not want to get caught in that pack. One mistake and we'll be right in that battle, and then that compromises us for the championship. Crutchlow still 1.1 seconds behind. Real dodgy line through there. What am I doing? See, Crutchlow closed up quite a lot through there because we were fanning around. Right then, I wonder what the gap's going to be. Marquez still in 4th? I can't really tell. We managed to clip the grass somehow there. 1.2 seconds. It's the gap to Crutchlow behind. This will be good for Crutchlow if we get a podium. Don't think he's had too many this season in our career mode. I need to think about where I want to go next season in career mode. I mean, I think it's going to be obviously out of Honda or Ducati. But I'm slightly leaning towards Honda, you know. Don't know why. Just fancy it. Right, coming out the final corner then, turn 17. Look how wide we are, the tyres are starting to go off. 3.7 seconds is the gap to Dovizioso up the road. Crutchlow, Marquez is in 4th. Crutchlow 3rd. Not much movement going on the podium positions then, which is good in a way because it's good for our championship, but bad in a way that's pretty boring behind us. And we're just stuck in a bit of no man's land at the minute. Getting stuck on the curb a bit, but I'm noticing the tyres are starting to go, so I need to try and watch this. .9 is the gap to Crutchlow. That corner's becoming very tricky on these worn tyres. This is where the hard runners on the front will start to come into play, which I think Crutchlow has followed ours, so I think he's got a medium on the front, and Marquez definitely has a hard on the front. I remember that from the starting grid, and he's made his way into 3rd place. So, is this where the guys with the hard front tyre start to gain? So Marquez is firmly in 3rd place. Oh no, come on Crutchlow, we've got to be cheering on Crutchlow. We've only got one more lap to go after this one, and our tyres are looking very sorry for themselves. I mean, we kind of want to try and hold on. Oh, power out of there. What's the gap to Dovi now? He's run away with this one. Marquez is closing in 5 seconds almost. Man. I'd have thought Rins would have been better in the race than 5th place. I'd have thought he'd have been up on the podium. Anyway, I can't concentrate on Rins at the minute. I need to hit all these braking zones, all these apex, and all the lines I need to take as I run a bit deep into the curb and the rear slips away from us. Again the bike's not wanting to turn. If I just get through this first or second sector, we should be alright, I think. I can hear that Honda screaming behind me. 0.4 of a second is the gap to Marquez. Oh, wow. He closed right in. I think he made a mistake there. And Crutchlow's through, so I thought he came in a bit hot, Marquez there. So Crutchlow's back through on Marquez. This is giving us a bit of breathing room. Marquez is back through though. How's he doing it? They're all going side by side. I ran wide. Do not bottle this. Rins is there now. Could Rins get the 3rd step of the podium? I'm just trying to bring it round. 0.7 of a second is the gap. But these tyres have seen better days, man. How is Marquez back into 3rd place? How does he make a mistake like that and then get back into 3rd place? This is our chance to pull away a little bit more in the championship from Marquez. But I'm glad he's not the one out front running away. 6.3 seconds is the gap to Dovi, but this is going to pull Dovi right into contention. If he keeps up this form, he's going to be definitely on for the title. 5 races to go, and Dovi has turned up to the championship battle. We've only got this final corner to go. I can hear Marquez. I'm going to have to cover off this apex. I'm struggling to put the power down. Marquez is right there. One more lap, and I think he would have got us, but safe to say we're in 2nd place, gain a few more points on Marquez in the championship. So let's see how that's going to line up now. 6.9 seconds Dovi led by. We're now 8 points in the lead. Dovi is now 19 points behind us, so it's all tightening up at the top. But that's it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed, remember to smash the like button, share it around friends, and do not forget to subscribe for more F1 and MotoGP content.